The day has finally come. We've had Christian rap, we've had Christian rock, we've had Christian nightclubs, and now we have Christian smut films. Some would even dare say Christian pornography. Well, that day has come. And it's coming through a movie called Redeeming Love, a new faith-based film. And it's as bad as you can imagine. Hey guys, your friend Spencer here. I made a video about this the other day, and there was a couple things in there that weren't exactly correct. I went back and made sure I did all my research correctly, because factual accuracy is one of the most paramount things of importance to me, and I try to work hard at that. But this woman named Francine Rivers wrote a book called Redeeming Love, and they have turned this into a movie. And here's the website for Redeeming Love. And the whole thing, from everything that I'm reading, this movie is like the 50 Shades of Grey, but for Christians. That's basically what this movie is. Now, one of the problems that I had in my previous edition of this video was that I wasn't forward enough with how bad this was. I understated my case. This film is as horrible as you can imagine, and these people had to work cinematic wonders with cameras and camera tricks and camera angles to dodge an R rating on this film. This movie is R-rated by yesteryear's standard, big time. It is a film filled with sex scenes and the beating of prostitutes, and it has profanity all in it, and it is a brutal, ugly movie. And forgive me for even saying this, but like there even is incest in this movie. It is absolutely unbelievable. If half the things that I'm reading about this movie are true, this definitely is something that should cause an outrage. Now, here's the deal. Here's the I guess you could call it the trailer for it. And one of the things that did not surprise me about this movie, maybe it'll surprise everybody else, but Lauren Daigle actually helped provide the soundtrack for this. And I want you to play this for you.
She's something to see, ain't she?
There's never been a moment you were forgotten.
That's Angel.
And so that didn't surprise me, but whatever. So here's the deal. This movie is about it is an attempt to take the book of Hosea from the Old Testament and to put it into an 1850s California gold rush setting and make a Western film out of it. And it tries to overlay the theme of redeeming a woman out of harlotry to become a good Christian woman and all that good stuff. And you know, the concept, I guess, on paper is fine, but the problem with this movie is that it is so graphic and so raunchy to a point where even left-wing evangelical publications are saying it's excessive. Basically, what this movie is, this is 50 Shades of Grey for Christian women. And some would even dare say this makes this the world's first Christian pornography film. And I don't know if I can say that they are wrong. So here's the website, redeeminglovemovie.com. And there's a website I use called kidsinmind.com. And basically it explains what is, why a movie has this type of rating and stuff like this. And it goes through, just explains with graphic detail all the things that are in it. I want to highlight this sentence right here. And because this is like one of the most unbelievable things about a young woman takes a man to a room in a brothel, and she becomes aware that she is his daughter. So that's going on in this movie, and I'm really at a loss of words of what to say. And this is what Focus on the Family, they made an article about it explaining everything that was in it and all the cuss words that are in it. And here's the conclusion that they came to. It says here, however, we would be remiss if we didn't reiterate how much sensual content this movie contains. We don't want to knock Redeeming Love for its realistic approach, but we question how necessary it was to the plot to show the audience two long and intimate sex scenes, as well as several other scenes that include partial or near nudity. The average viewer certainly could have figured out what was going on without the need for such detailed sexual depictions. So yeah, this is over the top raunchy, and this is what's being passed on as Christian movies today. So guys, I want to tell you that a Christian person, and maybe we can argue all the particulars of this, but to some degree we should be like a person who desires wholesomeness a person who desires to be clean and be pure. There's a verse in the Psalm that says, I will set no wicked thing before mine eyes. That is in Psalm 101, verse 3. I will set no wicked thing before mine eyes. And guys, I'm going to tell you right now, the Bible has some very adult things in it, okay? But even in that, there is some discretion that is given, a large measure of discretion. Like, for example, it says Adam knew his wife, and she conceived and bare a son named Cain. And so that's in the Bible. And an adult will read that and say, I understand what that's saying. But a child will read that and just gloss over it, not know anything about it. I mean, the Bible is not descriptive on all that stuff. But when you have these movies that are just portraying all this, you have two grown adult actors that are portraying this on screen and acting out these acts on screen. This is sin. This is wicked. And guys, I want to tell you right now, we have this movie needs to just go down in history as a hallmark watershed moment for Western Christianity, in that we are now okay with Christian smut films and Christian porn, because that's exactly what this is. Now, guys, of course, I don't want to go into all the particulars of it. This Francine Rivers lady, apparently she wrote the book for it. And she, from what I've read, she played the screenplay, did the screenplay on this so she could kind of picture for the movie what she actually had in mind for the book. But guys, this is a disgrace. This is shameful. This is wicked. And even, just go watch the trailer for yourself. I would not even show the trailer on this channel. Like, there are things in that trailer that are embarrassing. Like, oh my goodness, I wouldn't even watch that with my family in the room. I wouldn't bring a church group over to watch this together. That's scary, shameful. But, you know, the average Christian today doesn't care. The average Christian today is just comfortable with sin and wickedness. You know, there was a day where Elvis Presley was doing dancing with his legs, and he was moving his body in such a way that people got offended by that. And you go back and watch the old films of that, man, it was like the fig leaf had fallen off of Western decency. And the next time they showed Elvis Presley on TV, they showed him from the waist up. They would not even show his legs moving. You go back and look at that, what they did then, it was laughable by today's standards, with Nicki Minaj and all these nasty, degenerate people on there. And I think God's people need to hold the line on what is acceptable, what is decent, and what is pure. And purity is something that is just being cast away today. It's a shame. But is this movie, is Redeeming Love the world's first Christian pornography film? I think a case for that is to be made. And it's sad. Shameful. If you're new here, guys, subscribe to this channel and hit the like button and leave a comment if you will. This is terrible. This is terrible. But guys, subscribe to this channel. We're going to keep you in the loop on stuff like this from now on. And looking forward to talking to you guys in the very near future. God bless you. Have a great day.